Good morning, Rochester ALC, and welcome back to another episode of C103 News. My name's Chloe.
And my name is Asia. So, Chloe, have you heard about the volleyball game?
I have actually. I'm not playing, but some of our news team members are. Here's my group to give you all the details about an ALC first.
Hi, we're here with Miss P, the physical education teacher. We're going to ask her a couple questions about the volleyball game. When does your guys' practice start this week?
We'll have practices from 8:30 until 9 on Tuesday and Wednesday this week and next week.
All right. What are some basics about volleyball?
Some of the basic rules is a serve is single-handed. It can be underhand or overhead. When they are contacting the ball, if it's below their shoulders, they need to have their hands closed. It cannot have an open hand. You cannot touch the net at any point in time. If the ball lands on the blue lines, it is in. Otherwise, it is out of bounds. If it hits a ceiling, they can continue playing on their side, but if it hits a ceiling and goes over the net, then it is a dead ball. Those are the basic rules.
All right, thank you. When does the game start?
The game will be on a week from Friday. It is going to start at noon. There's going to be 4 competitions. Each team will play against each other, and then the winners will play against each other, and then the winning team of all students will play against the staff.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with the vet. We're going to talk about the volleyball game. Are you excited for it?
Yeah, I'm excited for the volleyball game.
Do you have any prior volleyball experience?
Yeah, I used to be a volleyball player in 5th grade, so.
Oh, cool. So you know what you're doing.
Yep.
What team are you on, and what are some of your teammates?
I'm on Team D, and I'm with Miles, Phillip, and Andrew. So
Cool.
my team members' names.
Okay, on Friday, March 21st, we will be running an early out day. After lunch, you can either go to volleyball, the movie room, or the workroom. Hope to see you all there.
Thanks, guys. Hope you attend the games to support the students. Hopefully we can get a little revenge after the student-staff basketball game. Remember, the games will be held after lunch on March 21st.
I will definitely be watching. Now let's listen to some words from Mr. Zebart.
We want to continue with our talk about citizenship. And today's topic is citizenship on Smoker's Corner. Now, a couple things that I ask, and I want to re-point out that I don't know of another school in the district that allows students to smoke on school property and give them set times where they can do that. It is absolutely a privilege that our students have that opportunity to do it. So what we want to do is make sure that we don't lose that privilege. Spring is sprung. The snow is starting to melt. It's gorgeous outside. Who wouldn't, if they were a smoker, want to go out and have a cigarette? But when we talk about being a good citizen, we talk about picking up after ourselves. If anybody were to drive by Smoker's Corner right now, you would see a plethora of cigarette butts, wrappers, all kinds of garbage in the snowbank, on the street. My hope is that people from the school that use that corner would take the initiative, now that the snow is melting, to make sure that that spot gets cleaned up and as a representation of our school and our building. So my hope is that over the next couple of days, maybe there's a group of students that would get a couple garbage bags, get some plastic or get some gloves on, and go out and clean up that mess. Thanks.
Thanks, Mr. Zebart, for the reminder about being a good citizen.
So, Chloe, are you a glass half full or half empty kind of person?
I would say I'm a glass half full kind of person. How about you?
I'm not really sure. I guess it depends on the day.
Well, let's see if Lois can help you out.
Good morning and welcome to another segment of Life Tips. I'm going back to where we started at the beginning of the school year with this particular bulletin board. Who do you want to be? And how do you get there? And today our segment is featured the question, half full, half empty. Exactly how do you approach life? We're going to ask a few people wandering in the hallways right now, what they think of that philosophy. Is the glass half full or is the glass half empty? And our first guest today is Chris. Looks like you just came for a little breakfast, but what do you think about this philosophy? Half full or half empty?
Yeah, I think I try to always look at life as being half full. I think it's easier when you try to appreciate the things you do have versus what other people maybe not have, if that makes sense, right?
Okay, when you think about and appreciate what you have versus that comparison to maybe what someone else has.
Yeah.
How did you get that attitude?
I think just spending time with people maybe less fortunate than I am, and yeah, I think doing that sort of thing.
Okay, gave you an opportunity to be reflective and decide who it is that you wanted to be.
Right.
Thanks, Chris. We've got another person here wandering the hallway. Mrs. Hagan. We're going to ask her on what does she think about this half full or half empty idea? Well, Mrs. Hagan, welcome. What do you think? Half full or half empty?
Today it's probably half full.
Awesome. Do you mean it could change on a daily basis?
For me, yes, it can.
For some of us, it can. And tell us a little bit more about your philosophy.
I think it's an attitude adjustment.
Attitude adjustment. And that wonderful word, work. You got to work at it. How do you work at that attitude adjustment?
I try to look for the good, look for the positive, not get mired down in the problems. Sometimes it's really easy to look at all the bad stuff and not look at what's really good. And if you can stop, like today, the sun is shining, the snow is starting to melt, but I'm still here at school.
She might want to be doing something else today.
I'd like to be outside playing.
So really, the half full or half empty approach in life has a lot to do with our own personal experiences, who we surround ourselves with, how we approach life, and what we have up here is an attitude. So check in, check out with yourself and your classmates today. Is life looking half full or half empty? And if it's half empty, what can you do about it? We thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we wish you a good day.
Thanks, Lois. Now that I think about it, I think I'm a glass half full person too.
It's been hard to stay positive this long winter, but the nice days we've had lately have sure helped.
I agree, but even though spring is near, cold and flu germs are still in the air.
You're right, we still need to protect ourselves to stay healthy.
Here's some information on how to do just that. Germs that are transmitted from a sneeze or cough can travel up to 3 feet. If they land on a surface, like a keyboard or a telephone, they can last there for 3 days. If you use someone else's computer and touch your mouth without knowing, you are effectively eating dead skin. You wet your hands, soak up your hands, wash your hands for 20 seconds, scrub up here, you know, the forearm. That's the forearm, right? Yeah. We're going to have to edit this. Rinse. And dry. Remember, the best way to stay healthy is to wash your hands.
Another way to stay healthy and safe is to stay current on your vaccinations. Here's a word from our public health nurse in our Rock Talk segment.
I'm Joan from Public Health, here to remind you that on March 27th, we will be offering free vaccine during the Youth Connect event. There are information packets and permission slips available in the office, and these will be going home with you this week. If you're under 18, you need to have your parents' permission to receive the tetanus, diphtheria, pertussis vaccine, the meningitis vaccine, or the HPV vaccine. If you have any questions, I can be contacted through Karen and Cheryl in the office. Thank you.
Be sure to get those forms if you're under 18 so you can get vaccinated at the community health fair.
There will be lots of other cool things at the community health fair too, just like last year.
We seem to be on a health kick today, so let's keep going. Wrapping things up for this week, Kevin and Jacob are here to tell you a little bit about Locks of Love.
Hello, I'm Jacob. And I'm Kevin. And we are here with C103.
Have you ever donated hair to adults or children who needs hair?
We are here to tell you how. Hello everybody, I'm here with Ms. Sanderfoot about the hair donation. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. So what do you know about donating hair?
Okay, so I've heard of two different organizations. The first that's most popular is Locks of Love. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of that. And I worked at a school one year where they did donations, and young ladies typically are able to donate 8 to 10 inches of hair. So they'll measure out your hair, pony it up, and then cut off the length and mail it into the organization. There's also an organization known as Beautiful Lengths, and that's for people who would like to donate 6 inches of hair to that organization for creating wigs. For the Beautiful Lengths is more for older women that are experiencing hair loss, whether from cancer treatments. And the Locks of Love, typically, they're the ones that need the longer lengths and create the wigs for young people, kids that are going through cancer treatments.
And how do you donate hair?
Typically, you just go to your hairdresser, whoever cuts your hair, and they'll be more than happy to measure it out, cut off your hair, and then continue styling after they take off your hair length, and then they usually will mail it in to the organization and take care of that for you.
Well, thank you for your time.
Well, thank you, Jacob. Have a great day.
You too.
If you want to help someone in need, donate your hair.
And the website for the Locks of Love is www.locksoflove.org. Thank you.
That sounds like a great cause. Maybe we should grow our hair out and donate it.
Yeah, I'll think about it. In the meantime, that does it for this week's episode of C103 News.
Remember, if you missed an episode, you can check us out on our blog at www.c103news.wordpress.com.
Have a great week, everyone.